Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can and together we can game. In the last episode of Can Play Kingdom Hearts, Jasmine was taken and we were told to go to the desert. I went back to Aladdin's house and we have someone here. We're barely scraping by. I want to buy, I want to sell. Let's see what you got. We have some potions, we have some tents, we have some sets. Why don't we go ahead and just stock up on some potions. With that, it'll be 600. We'll add it to stock. We'll go ahead and add maybe 5 high potions. And why don't we go ahead and add 2 ethers, just giving us some more abilities. We're getting a good amount of money with our group here, so just wanted to go ahead and make sure that we're equipping for what is to come. Speaking about equipping for what is to come, I'm going to make sure that Goofy is actually pretty well stocked. So we're going to take out some potions. And we'll give you an ether, or yeah, I'll give you an ether or 2. With that, we can go and make our way to the desert, but not before we fight some more. So we know that we need to save our friend Jasmine. She was actually super kind to us. That pot centipede definitely caused some damage. We also have some new equipment I can try, a new keychain. We can see if it makes sense to add to anyone. But first, we need to make sure that we are fighting effectively. Dang! Aladdin was not having any of that. I was thinking pretty fast, I think. Aladdin's not having any of it. Tent is obtained. Again, a lot of sellables, a lot of different things we can have. Let's look at our equipment though. See if maybe it makes sense to replace White Fang with Ray of Light. Maybe not, but maybe our ability stud, our AP goes down, but our MP and health goes up. So you know who that might actually be good for. Might make sense for Donald. So his MP will go up. He is our magic user. And if we look at the protect chain, maybe Brave Warrior for Goofy makes more sense. Gets a little bit more health. So, oh, not you. I should say Goofy. If we look here, so our defense goes down 1 if we replace it. But here, our strength goes up. It's worth it overall. I think more health gives him just a little bit more tank and viability. So let's go ahead and do that there. With this though, we need to make our way to the desert because that's where we think they're heading. Now, if you haven't already, you can go back here. Make sure Aladdin is in your party. This was not done by random, it's done by purpose. You're gonna want it for what is to come. The Tiger Head is being controlled by the Heartless. Crush the power of darkness. So, Tiger Head, as we saw, a lot of bosses for this area. So he's being controlled by the power of darkness. One thing I've always tried to do is make my way back here. If we go ahead and try, we can use the different items we've obtained. We can see the different attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now giving us even more potential while he is burying here. What I always have tried to do is jump on his nose at that time. If we go ahead and hit, we can deflect them back at him. So guard now. Tech point. Does a little bit of damage to him. This is definitely worth doing for the different kind of attacks we can lead and things like that. Also, can be very useful if you are on Proud. Once again, getting as many chances for experience. Now, while he does that, his attacks are super strong. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cure Sora just cuz, but just want to make sure that we're doing this being effective. And the money over here, there's a lot of different items and money. So I want to make sure that everything we are doing is calculated. So while they are down here, the real prize is to stay up here. Yes, this is what I was trying to do. Now we can also use arrow to help attack as we go. This is the real prize for being up here, is just keeping attacking. This is again, similar to Cerberus, a way that you can do a lot of damage, more than the traditional kind of style they have for you. While you're on the Tiger Head, you want to make sure that you are doing this here. There is the other eye. Honestly, use whatever is easiest for you to pull off the attacks. That's my best recommendation on the Tiger Head here. And of course, magic is a good strategy too. Hopefully you don't fall off, but both eyes can do different and decent damage too. Now, this fight is unique. It is definitely, it's funny to me because they have a lot of fights that are kind of like, I call the Cerberus battle. Maybe you don't feel that way because it is a Tiger Head and it is supposed to be different, but I find this one incredibly similar to Cerberus in just how you can cheese it here. Tech point by clearing out the eye, clearing out the other eye, 400 experience. There we go. With that, we can actually go into the Cave of Wonders. Again, if you don't have Aladdin, make sure you do before you go into this cave. You've never seen the movie though. Gosh, you don't know what's in store. Now, again, we see more trinities we can't access, but we will come back for. I do enjoy this level in land. I think it is so much fun to fight and use your abilities. I know that some people find the hack and slash stuff a little overdone, but for me, it has been one of my favorite parts about the series. And the more you add, the more you experiment for yourself, the more you'll get to find your style. Maybe you build Sora differently than I have, and that's fine. Everyone's gonna play differently, and that's the beauty of a game like this. It's encouraged that you play it different. And I want you to tell me what you found for yourself compared to maybe how I'm doing it. That's what makes games like this worth playing. Now, I will say, I like the Heartless variants, so the bandits being kind of a different method of other Heartless and things like that. That to me is super fun. Now, if we want, we can show what gravity does to an air-based enemy. So why don't we, or not, Goofy's like, you know what, I know what I want to do. Proterra Chain. And what do we have over there? We have a Mega Ether. What if we go into our equipment, right? Let's look at Sora. We have the Proterra Chain. So, raises defense, just slightly different. We go here, if we look at Goofy, maybe the Proterra Chain doesn't do as much, but it is good to see and experiment with. So, we can see something over there that we can't access. We go down there, it's another item potentially we can explore, another different side. It says Relic Chamber. Gives us a different perspective. If we call, this is why having Aladdin is so helpful. Just another way you can just kind of explore, go down there. More stairs, the stairs lead to items and objects like this. If we go ahead here, we have the Thunder Ring, similar to the Fire Ring, except for the Thunder Heart. With this, we can actually go to the Dark Chamber, make our way over here, find other stuff. Meteor G. We can see that they are continually swimming, although we can't seem to go this way. In fact, if we do, all it'll lead to is the Relic Chamber. The reason you want to do this is so that when we need it later, we're not held back by it. We go over here to the Silent Chamber. You'll be able to touch it again and get more items and objects. So everything has a purpose. So I try to do this a little early if I can, so we're helping ourselves out later as much as possible. But with that, I think we've done all I want to do for now. Here, let's go back to the entrance. Those Heartless from before will spawn back in, maybe? No, okay. And we will continue through to this hallway. Now, in the new hallways, we have more Heartless, and I think this gives a chance to discuss how these worlds actually feel like real places. In the Cave of Wonders, we know how it is being broken down. It is really cool to see and experience because all these places from these Disney locales now have been fleshed out. They may have more than you thought, and I love that about Kingdom Hearts. I love the quality control. Now, I wanted to show this earlier, but this is, oh, well, I'm out of MP. You know what? I don't want to use a Mega Ether. I was going to say, you know what? Let's use an Ether. But I don't have one. I only have a Mega Ether. So while we are fighting, Goofy got a defense up. Really good. Want to make sure that I am effective in fighting you. We can also, actually, we can use the magic on the big ones too. But since you are an, he moved. So I was going to say, since you're an aerial enemy, you're who I wanted to show this off on, but all good. Get where we need to go eventually. Blaze Gem. You can jump up here, get a little bit better lay of the land. Another Trinity location. And, of course, Green Requiems. I can actually use gravity. Let's go ahead and keep fighting and keep on aerial attacking. A lot of MP, though. That is the good thing about them. So, if I don't keep hitting my head, this is actually super easy to get through. Poor Goofy. I'm like, it's easy to get through. Poor Goofy just gets... Come on. There we go. Thunder Shard, and we can make our way up to this chest. Elixir. All really good. And then over here, there we go. We have another chest. Mithril Shard. Making good progress. More Heartless, of course. We are just trying to find our way through this Cave of Wonders. We can see that ability that we applied to Goofy in the other episodes. I do like how you can see the abilities being used. That is one of my favorite parts, and I do think that it is valuable to see, because otherwise, some games you don't feel like any change is happening. I love that you can see the change happening here. Can't get to that chest. Aladdin just uppercutting his way up here. Very impressively, actually. Getting more lucid shards, getting more stuff we need, and fighting all the same. With that, Aladdin did the damage we needed. Gonna go ahead and open Cottage. Get a lot of those, don't we? So this is kind of the preferred path of myself anyway. I don't want to focus on that too much. Don't want to try jumping across there. I don't think it's really worth your time, but if I can get this attack off, he goes underground. Pretty big chunk of health. That is one of my favorite parts. You can do a pretty good amount of damage to them. So if you're using your magic, if you're experimenting and seeing what works, you can actually do some pretty good damage. Blaze Gem obtained, and to the treasure room. In the treasure room, though, they're more heartless. It's never going to be this simple, right? Nah. Take that is right. Now, let's go ahead and use gravity. Get you under. Watch that huge chunk of health. That tech is being used because that is kind of what we are trying to do. Love using the magic appropriately to take out the different enemy types, and I've seen some people in their own personal playthroughs. Again, I have seen content on Kingdom Hearts. I've watched my friends like telling them, have you tried using gravity on them? They didn't think it would work. And so I try to make sure I'm vocal in different strategies you can try and different things that you may not have thought of. We jump up here. Defense up, gonna be very useful for us. If we go over here, we have a Mithril Shard over here. Again, we are in the treasure room, right? Gotta have a lot of treasure. We have Dalmatian puppies 37, 38, and 39 returning home. Let's in fact go into land and make sure we can use it. We'll go into the items, we'll go into stock, we will go to defense up, we will use it on Sora, making sure we have powered up defense. We are gonna be making sure we use that effectively. You know what? I'll use it out of combat. It fully restores the party's HP, can only be used from this menu. I'm okay with it. Again, trying to use these items a little bit more, getting a little bit more of it. I actually think maybe I'm misremembering, but not too bad of a worry. This is another of those charge locations. We go over here. I don't think. Maybe it does. Go back to the bottomless hall. There is the bottom. I'm just trying to remember where it is. So we've seen that. And we've gone up here. There's that other part we've entered. We go to this part of the hall. It's just a separate part. We go back down to the silent chamber. Maybe it is over here. I know there's a reason that you want to have Aladdin. The hidden room. This pillar probably rises all the way to the top. And it probably does. You're not wrong. Another Trinity opportunity. Maybe if I go this way. I touched that. I don't know if I went here. This is where I haven't been. Save point. I think I can jump to this. Especially with this. Yes. Getting that little more space. Cottage. Okay. Under it, we should be able to go. No? Huh? Seems not possible at this time. But if we go here, we can go to party. I can switch Aladdin for Donald. And then we are done. Of course, now though, we do have something new that we didn't have before. So I did say you're going to want Aladdin. It is true though. So let's make our way back to the treasure room. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. That's something I've been a little guilty of myself, of just keep on going just a little bit too early. But hey, we can get this Trinity here. New object, new items. Let's see what's in here. Thundera G. If we go up the hall, not too terrible. We can just jump right on by. Like seeing that extra magic bar though on Donald. Very useful. Thanks, Goofy. We are thinking fast. Man, Donald is definitely liking those spells, especially now that he has more magic. He's supposed to be more balanced, but of course, yeah, it kind of has a mind of its own. Even though I've set him that way, he's going to do what he wants to do. Which can be both good and bad. It's good that I have him with, you know, good that I have him on some spells, but on others it can be a little more difficult. There we go. I want to make sure that... There we go. Take that. Oh, thank you, Donald. That was actually clutch for me. You know what? We don't need to fight. Or maybe I do. Let me go. There we are. Thank you. Thank you both. Let's go to the treasure room. So yeah, I think... You know what? Let's see what he wants. When he is in the air, he's telling us what kind of spell he wants. There we go. Can you see his tell? What does he want? Force is right. The magic, we'll use gravity again. Once more. Can we use the right spell? Don't have that one for you yet. He's too hot when he's fanning himself. Wanting to make sure that we're doing what we can here for this one. Come on. He's shivering. Flame, telling you different types. We don't have this one yet. When you see the different ones you do have, use it. Tech 10, that is what you want. Gravity Arts, again, lots of MP. What do you have? We can finally do a little bit more with these. Tech Point 1. Again, I'm gonna go for the easy ones here. If you've been waiting for this like I have, you'll know. Come on, that's what we're talking about. If I'm lucky, Gravity Arts, more stuff. Oh, that felt good to finally get done. Well, part of it anyway. Let's use our Trinity here. Mithril Shard. I'm trying to remember what I need to do in this room. Again, I could be confusing it, but hey, I need to make sure I'm doing everything right. But I think I might need to go down here. There's a lot that you got to do down here, so I might just be jumping the gun too early, not planning well enough. This is where we were able to switch. Hey, I'll go back to having Aladdin in my party. I think the party, though, with having Donald for that little bit was good for me. Done. We're back to our other three. Okay, so we were able to do this. Can't go this way yet. But we do have this hallway access. And where am I, right? If I jump over there, I might be able to do what I need to do. Which is apparently heal. Let's go. Come on. Stop hiding. Okay. And then one more. Perfect. Bottomless hall. We can open this. Mega potion. Dropping that down was what we needed to do. Because now some options have changed. So we drop down an item. Where would it have gone? Did it have gone in this hidden room? Let's try different cases and uses. Can't do that. But we were able to move something down. But it's not that way. Maybe it flowed over here. Again, just trying to find where it could be. It all does play back together. So, more MP if we go back to the hallway. Maybe it's the earlier parts. Maybe it's towards the entrance. Let's go down. Would you look at that? This is now here. We can get over here. The thrill. Silent chamber. No response. Definitely should be a response to this. So if we've gotten this one, and we have that, you're able to push that in, we should be able to go through here. From the silent chamber to the dark chamber. Trying to remember how to get there. Again, I find myself getting lost in maybe Agrabah more than I do the vines. So we are going to keep fighting and getting tech points. Thankfully, Aladdin's got some experience too. He's actually going to be useful, so it's not bad to get him some levels while we're here. But I want to make sure that I'm doing it right by me, so let's go down this hall. Trying to remember where I'm forgetting to go. Could be over here. Might be this dark chamber. There we are. We're on the other side now. Yeah, it can be a little complicated because I was going to say convoluted, but it came out complicated. Torn page, going to be very useful. You're going to want that. And hey, you get a new fun graphic. Well, at least you know, at least I kind of know what I need to do. So that is on the second half. I think I remember what to do. I think I actually can swim up some of these waterfall passageways, if I'm remembering correctly. That is something we can do. So why don't I try here, go to this hidden room. Because I think what I need to do is all down here. I think I can. Yeah, you can just swim up the waterfalls. I forgot about that. So yeah, I was trying to remember what to do here, but I remember you can swim up waterfalls. So it does make traversing a little bit easier. So if we swim up here, we go back to this section where we can swim down. And then we go back to the relic chamber. Should be able to swim up to the dark chamber here. I remember this. It's not, at least in my opinion, the most clear. But I think if you swim up near the save point, I'm trying to remember where I need to swim to. Nice, learn Lucky Strike. So this will be another new attack. I think I remember, again, I keep coming back to here, trying to find balance of what to do, but I might need to really think about this strategy. Again, as much as I like Kingdom Hearts, I will admit, I know a lot about the lore, I know a lot about this, but sometimes I can kind of get lost in the level design.
See ya.
So, from that first statue, I think I figured it out. I got a little lost, but I think I just needed to swim up here, I'm sure. I don't know why, but I just could not figure it out. But here we are, figuring it out. Lowers this for twofold, so we can stand and get this chest, Rotera chain, but also, I believe, right, that should be something I need. So, we're able to get here. I think I need to go near the save point again. Or maybe, I think I figured it out. We go back to the hall. I don't think I need to go anywhere else, but maybe on this side. And I think over here, maybe.
Fire!
There we go. I knew it was a magic spell. I was just gonna circle through all of them.
My first wish, Genie. Show me the keyhole.
All right. And with that, that's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. I'm Andrew Can. Together we can game. Let me know, what do you think about the Cave of Wonders? Sorry I got a little bit confused. I was so close and multiple times. Just needed to remember to use some of my items and that we can go up the waterfalls. But that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. I'm Andrew Can. Together we can game, and I hope you have a great day.